Yep. The Raptors get it done on opening night against the Timberwolves, 97-94. Welcome to Raptors Tonight, live from Real Sports. I can't even get through my intro. I'm Randy Irvin, joined by Jack Armstrong and Sherman Hamilton. Thanks for joining us, fellas. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time, man.
Yeah, let's shake it
Let's
up.
do it. We're ready to
Crowd
go.
here, nice crowd.
Fired up?
Yeah.
Opening night.
Let me just introduce you to the new things we got right now. We've got a new net. All right, we got a new basketball net. It's big. And we got, well, same food. But we got a little surprise.
It's good food,
a little
though.
surprise for you.
Surprise?
Yeah, a little surprise a little later on in the show. Let's get to it real quick. First game of the season. Raps go up by 10 in the third quarter, 70-60. Minnesota claws back, takes a 1-point lead heading into the fourth. But the Raptors were the better team in the fourth quarter. What did you guys see that separated themselves?
I thought their defense was outstanding. I mean, they hold them to 20 points in the fourth quarter, Sherm, and they hold them to 34% overall. Very gritty, hard-nosed performance. And I tell you what, Dennis Schroeder came up big tonight. I thought his performance as a starting point guard was excellent, and they made 14 threes. They shot 40% from three, so a lot of really cool stuff tonight.
Yeah, and Dennis made 4 threes in the game, but Pascal made 2 big threes in the fourth quarter. But you talk about their defense. Their defense led to great transition opportunities, and that third quarter really set the table where they just got out in transition, were scoring multiple possessions in a row. And I think when their defense is clicking like that, and they create turnovers, they give their chance for their offense to catch up. The half-court offense wasn't there, and coming out of training camp, your defense is usually ahead of your offense. Yep. So that's not a surprise, but when your defense can respond like that and create offense for you when your offense isn't clicking, that's a sign of a team that has some good building blocks.
And I think you can play better defense when you go a little deeper, because guys have more in the tank during the game per play to give it a little bit more, and I think you saw that tonight. The other thing I just saw tonight that I really liked was the ball movement. They have 27 assists. Yep. The ball is flying around. They're trying to do right things. Early season offense isn't pretty.
Yeah.
Because, as you know,
For both teams.
Yeah. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Because that's a fitness thing. It's the same thing when you go from regular season to postseason. There's another gear. And tonight playing, it's another gear. And I think it'll take a few games for not only the Raptors, but the Timberwolves, all these teams, to get used to the intensity of the game. I thought the Raptors battled through those droughts that they had that's going to happen early in the year, and they found a way to gut it out.
You talked about the defense. There's a lot been made about Scotty wanting to be, one of the top defenders in the league. His weak side defense tonight was outstanding.
Scotty has a lot of ability on both sides of the basketball, and I know we're enamored with how much he can do on the offensive end because he's really skilled. But you look at his physical abilities defensively, if he's a locked-in defender, now it takes a lot of energy to do it, but he can be a nightmare on that side of the basketball with his length, his athleticism, his instinct, his timing, and his just desire to want to be a defender. And I think, when you talk about building the defensive blocks, the point of attack is very important. And at the point of attack, Dennis Schroeder did a good job being disruptive, turning them over, and just making sure their offense wasn't fluid at times. And when you can build the layers of your defense behind that point of attack, you have a chance to have a very sound defensive half-court team.
And I think Scotty Barnes is just, I said this Friday night during the exhibition game, guys watching. He looks like he's in better shape. He's, last year we saw him kind of ease and groove his way into games and play better late. I think now he's engaged the entire game and his effort per play is there. That's a guy that's put the time in, paid the price this offseason, and ready to take that next step. So is it going to be perfect? Far from it. That's okay. But I think the effort and the competitive spirit is there, and that's a sign of a guy that's maturing and growing.
And I will say this, Scotty came into training camp talking about how much better he was cardiovascularly, how much time he spent on his conditioning. Well, conditioning really gets exposed late game situations. And Scotty will be able to, with that added conditioning, be a better decision maker down the stretch, be a more consistent player down the stretch. And while some players might be falling off, he could be accelerating. He could be, because of his off-season work, building and getting better in the fourth quarter. So, you know, it's one thing to be young and have energy. It's one thing to be young, have energy, and build on that energy. And Scotty's done that.
He's coming to the season in great shape. We probably are not going to be in great shape by the end of the season, just by some of our eating habits. So with that, it's our first surprise of the night. We've got the head chef of Real Sports Bar, Chris Hogg, coming in. Chris, where are you? Come on in, man.
What you got, Chris? What you
got, Chris? What do you got?
What's that?
Here, take that.
Wow.
Happy season opener to you guys.
Thank you. How are you?
Very good. How are you?
I'm great. We're great.
So lots of new exciting things going on at the restaurant this year for this season.
By the way, this is the best part of the show.
Yeah, this is great.
Who doesn't love food? So,
put this in
Sherman,
the
you had the pleasure of trying our new Korean fried chicken
Awesome.
sliders.
It was awesome.
This is
awesome.
another one of our new menu items. This is nacho pizza.
Okay.
So it could be their pizza, it could be his pizza, their pizza, but it's nacho
Yeah,
pizza.
what are you trying to do to me,
It's
man?
nacho
we got up here?
cheese
Let's
based.
show the camera.
It's pico de
What do we got?
gallo. It's chili. It's our signature cheese blend.
Yep.
It's pico scallions, sour cream, and nacho chips crumbled all over.
That's
it.
gonna be a
Wow.
So
problem.
it literally tastes like a nacho
That's a
on
problem,
a pizza.
Chef. That's a
I'm
problem.
gonna have to try one of these.
Am I gonna eat?
You can eat that?
Yeah.
I mean, with your.
I'm gonna try one.
What's that?
You gotta look good still.
stay
I'm gonna put it
I
right
don't
on my
get
plate
ready, I
right
stay
now.
ready.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Chris, do you have a question for these? I would say esteemed panelists, but
I do. So it was great seeing Dennis on the floor tonight. You know, put up 22. His first game in regular season game. What do you think is his best attribute that he's going to bring to the team this year for the long run?
great question.
I think, you know, I don't know if there's any one thing. I think it's a combination of things. I think the guy is a professional guard who's been in a lot of situations. And I don't care how old you are, whether you're 20 or 30. I think this experience is somebody he had leading Germany to a gold medal and being the MVP.
Yeah, that's
I think
big.
it gives you another degree of confidence. He comes in here now as a starter, not on a multi-year deal with a new coach who he knows. I think it's a nice fit.
Love it.
Yeah, like Jack's saying, I think he doesn't come here if he has one thing that he brings to the table, right? So he's got a plethora of things that he brings to the table. I like the fact that from a defensive perspective, he can hold his own. He's going to be there on the defensive end. And offensively, he's going to score, he's going to shoot, he's going to set his teammates up. But if he can be an active defender at the point of attack, and I mentioned it earlier, I think this team has a chance to be really good on the defense.
And you know, it's like your versatility as a chef.
Yeah.
I mean, we have all these different types of
If
food.
you could just
I mean,
make
you got
that
game.
dish, we
you
wouldn't
could-
have you here.
You can shoot the three.
Yep.
You got the mid-range game. You can finish at the rim.
Yep.
You got the killer crossover. You can guard the ball. You guard off the ball. You're a shot blocker. You rebound. You got game.
And I heard you're a hell of a help side defender.
Yeah, you know I'm always there.
Are you going to be bringing on a new item every show? Or is that what we're?
I'd
trying
love to.
do?
Yeah, we'd love to feature some of the new items for you guys to try out as we progress throughout the
Thank
season.
you,
Hey, man,
Maybe
you don't have
some-
to twist my arm.
Maybe something not on the menu.
Right?
You
No,
know,
you know
a
what? I can
special-
spruce things up for you guys.
You
Throw
know
you
what
guys
this
something
guy
a little
likes. He likes
special.
his
A
tomato
little
soup.
tomato soup.
Yeah.
You know I have
Oh,
heard.
What do you have on the Jamaican menu?
On the Jamaican menu.
Yeah,
Well,
not on the menu, but on the menu.
we got our jerk pork tacos, which are fire.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk. 'cause
On
we
fire.
we gotta go deeper than that.
You know what?
Whoa.
We got the team to
I'm
pull
gonna
up.
take you to some dark places, man.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. No, I'll make sure we keep you guys well fed and throw you guys some
Thank you.
special feature items and
Thank
some
you.
cool, unique things.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
So,
Appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
Pleasure,
very
guys.
much.
Thank you
That's
very
awesome.
much.
Great question.
Appreciate you,
Thank
man.
you very
hired.
much.
Yeah,
We'll see you
hired.
guys again
Thanks,
soon.
buddy.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
guys.
Woo! I'm
brother.
going to try this right now. Go ahead,
All right,
Randy.
now.
Talk to Sherman for a little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, that was surprise number one. Our second surprise, our guest tonight, is the GM of the Toronto Raptors. He hails from Hawaii, making his first appearance on the show. Please welcome
Yeah.
Bobby Webster. Hey. What's up, man? How are you? Bobby?
Lead up. What's up, brother?
My first appearance.
First appearance, not your only. Let's hope. How are you, bud?
Great, thanks for having me,
By
guys.
the way, this pizza's good.
Yeah, you want some
No,
of that?
what was this? Taco pizza?
This is taco pizza. There's some meat on there. There's some tacos on there. Whatever you need. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Well, let's talk about the game first and foremost. What was your overall impression of the first game of the season?
It wasn't pretty. But yeah, I listened to you guys a little bit. You touched on it. I think it was gritty. I think first game there's going to be a little bit of rust. as expected on both ends of the court. But you gutted it out, and I think you saw towards the end there, Dennis, Scotty, OG, Pascal all making big plays, and I think hopefully it's a bit of a new era here with Raptors basketball, and the fans saw a little bit of that tonight.
Were you happy with the ball movement? Because that's been a big topic of conversation here going into the season.
Yeah, it's always different to watch it in the preseason and training camp, and then when you got to play against Gobert and you got to play against Anthony Edwards. So I think it was a little choppy at times, but I think everyone had the right spirit. I think everyone wanted to share the ball, and I think it showed.
Yeah.
As an organization, what excites you about this season going into it? With all the new moving parts, what really do you focus on and it really gets you excited?
I think right now that is the newness. You have an entire new coaching staff. Anyone that's been part of an organization, I think we have something like 20 new staff, right? You have a new point guard in Dennis Schroeder. You have young players on the team who can grow, and Scotty, Precious. You have some veterans in OG and Pascal who you think are going to make a jump. You have an exciting rookie in Grady. So I think there's a lot of things to be excited for. But I think across the board, if all those kind of small incremental jumps happen, I think we'll be competitive. We'll be a tough out any night.
Bobby, when you look at the depth of your team, a lot of it was not utilized a year ago. Tonight, you got an opportunity to see guys get extended runs, and obviously now you have a game Friday and Saturday. That's going to become that much more of a factor. Just a little bit about just kind of developing that second unit, and probably night to night it's a different kind of grouping that maybe comes in the game.
Definitely, I think that'll be part of the exciting point to see how does that second unit shake out. I think there'll be a level of trust given to them, and they'll play through mistakes. And then I think on the front end, it helps the starters. The minutes don't get too high. I think towards the end of the game, maybe that helps them, finish the game off. And so I think it's all around. Gives a little bit less of a lift for the starters, but for the bench, they get a bit more confidence. And you saw from Precious tonight. I thought he came off. It was a really strong lift off the bench, and I think he probably ended up playing 20, 25 minutes. So
Yeah. So what are you guys expecting from Precious this season? Because there's moments where you think this guy's sometimes the best player on the floor.
Yeah. So I said I talked with him yesterday. I think it's just consistency, right? I mean, there were games last year where he played 35, 40 minutes, and he'd play 4 or 5 minutes, and he'd make mistakes, or he wouldn't be able to kind of put together a stretch. And I think that's it. And it's not fancy. It's not one-on-one. It's not make the spectacular play. It's be really strong on the boards. Protect the paint. If the shot's there, take it. If not, make the right play. And I think it was a step in the right direction tonight from Precious.
What are you looking for from a guy like Malachi Flynn when he comes off the bench? What would be like the 2 or 3 things you say, hey, I'm gonna base my judgment on what you do in these particular areas?
He's got to be a pest on defense, right? I mean, at his size, he just has to be, if he wants to pick up full court, he's dig in on the bigs, but he's got to be a pest. And then on the offensive end, he's got to make shots and he's got to make quick decisions. So it's good to see the 3-ball go down. And then, as makes a couple 3 balls that opens up the drive because he is quick and he can get to the rim. So yeah, mainly that defensive kind of, Dennis does it well, and so if he takes a little bit after Dennis and then makes shots on the offensive end.
How do I fix my slice? Come on, B-Dub, I need to know.
Are you a golfer?
I need to know.
I wish I don't have time to golf.
Yeah.
Sherm got a sweet stroke on the court, on the course. It's fine.
He's living the life.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about.
I heard
about
Sherm
his
golf
slice.
today. I heard Sherm golf today. It was beautiful.
I thought you
outside.
wanted a slice of
I'm
pizza.
going to hit that for sure.
All right.
Are we doing a cheers or what are we doing here? Let's do a cheers.
Season.
First time on the show. What's the line? Long time listener, first time
First
caller.
time caller.
There
Here we are. All right.
There you go.
Somebody's watching us, Randy.
Yeah. Long time listener.
Bobby,
You generally keep a bit of a low profile, Bob. Where does that come from?
I kind of, I grew up in Hawaii. I grew up kind of away from the spotlight, and it's not something I crave. It's not something that I really look forward to. I kind of like being, behind the scenes, and I think it's just probably more my overall nature and demeanor. So.
Can you don't have to sell Hawaii, but what was the best part of growing up there? Just tell the people that don't really, I've never been. You never invited me.
it's beautiful.
You can
It's
work
amazing.
on,
I've been there 4 times.
you can work on your slice in Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
The wind will help.
So for those who don't know, I grew up in Hawaii and stayed there through high school. I'd say, it's as much of a paradise as you think. And so in all the good ways is you're not sort of exposed to, a lot of the, maybe drama you associate being in a big city. But it's also somewhat sheltered. And so, I live on an island, and it's a big deal to drive to the other side of the island. So everything's kind of in perspective. I was lucky enough that I had a group of friends. We love playing basketball, and that's why I'm in the industry. Is we love basketball. Is a deep passion for it. I grew up playing. Even when everybody's at the beach, me and my friends were in the gym. So it's just we were lucky enough to do that.
Did you surf?
Surfing there is like skating here. Like you have to do it so you don't embarrass yourself. So after school, if everybody wants to go to the beach, but yeah, I always love basketball, and that's why I'm sitting here today.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
Wait, hold on. By the way, when we went to Hawaii for preseason a few years ago, there's certain people that run where they come from, and there's certain people that own where they come from.
Yeah.
He owned his hometown.
Yeah.
He was like the biggest thing that ever happened there, and rightfully so. I mean,
Are you the biggest celebrity in Hawaii?
No, they got some bigger ones.
saying that's not true.
No, it's cool. Sherman knows. We went back to the gym I grew up in playing basketball. We did a camp there. At the time, Kyle Lowry came. Jerry Stackhouse was there, so it was cool for the kids. Similar to how I grew up, to be able to see NBA players and even to watch them see I think Big Cat dunked the ball. That's they don't get to see people dunk basketball. So I think that gives a perspective on sort of how small of a world it is.
Yeah, you one time gave me a scouting report that I went home. I wasn't very happy with it, but it was pretty accurate
On what?
on my game. Would you like to do that with Sherm tonight?
Oh boy.
As a
Sherm has a sweet game. I played against Sherm once. Sherm is mid-range fadeaways, picture perfect, elbow in.
Really?
I've seen Sherm's game.
Was he a killer, do you think?
No. Bobby
Would
put it
you,
on.
Sure.
if you were the GM of the Canadian national team, would you have said, okay, Sherm's my guy, I'm playing him minutes?
Sherm's a bucket for
Yeah,
sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Because one time in a pickup game, well, I won't tell that story again. It's kind of embarrassing.
What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do here? That's the question.
So basically, Bobby's scouting report of you was not very
What was-
favorable.
I don't know if it's for on. Is it for on air?
No. My basketball.
Oh, your.
I would love to hear it on air.
My hoopy.
Because I've seen you guys play against each
the
other.
other one, but he doesn't want to talk about was when he undercut me and Zaza Pachulia and me.
That's so urban.
Right?
That's so random.
Wow, that ain't right, Randy.
I did not.
I was
Weird.
giving Randy's team buckets in the Toronto League. He switched on to me because he wanted to shut the water off. And instead of shutting the water off, he just undercut me on
cut
a
the
3-ball.
pipe. You just
And
cut the pipe.
it was an M1. Sprained my ankle out of the game.
Oh.
And then who won the game?
I don't remember.
My team won the game.
Of course.
Wow. That's some dirty stuff.
That ain't right.
I'm
dirty.
sorry, Bob. I didn't mean. I honestly didn't mean to step under his foot, but
You know what?
it is what it is.
That's what Bruce Bowen used to say
That's
on
a
the
Bruce
challenge.
Bowen, yeah.
All I know is Sherman would never do that.
Sure,
No.
we'll never do that. Bob, I do remember one more thing. In 2001, you hit a game winner. What's going on over there? Is that for you? 2001, you hit a game winner in the state championship. Do you ever think about that still?
I do, but we're so old that I can't even go look it up online anymore. If it was something I could just type it on YouTube, it'd be great.
Yeah.
Like I said, I grew up playing basketball. We had a really good team and, a lot of good moments. So,
All right. I really appreciate you coming on the show.
wait, I need to do your scouting report.
Okay.
So I would say Randy Urban is an electric combo guard.
Ooh,
Okay,
right.
above average athlete.
Wow.
Don't tarnish your credibility right now, Bobby
Wow.
Webster.
Above average athlete.
I'm listening.
Well,
I'm hanging
keep it
on.
real.
I'm hanging on every word,
Great
Bob.
am too.
passer.
Stop. There you go. Cut it
A
out.
non-willing passer.
Low playmaking feel.
Now we're getting real.
Low play.
Now we're getting real.
Prefers to score the ball than pass.
Yeah, for sure.
Even
Right.
though it's not his strong point.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't really care about efficiency.
I put it up.
But
So is
I tell you,
Masai, is
he's an
Masai
elect-
talking
you're-
about him? Is that one of the guys Masai's talking about?
High IQ defender. What about
Yeah,
my
really.
guard vision?
electric combo guard score. That's what
okay,
you are.
electric-
You're more of a scorer than a
Who can
passer.
defend?
Pesky defender.
Pesky defender. I like that.
Dirty.
All right.
Maybe dirty.
Maybe dirty.
Maybe dirty.
Maybe
That
bordering.
line.
Bordering
Borderline
on.
That
dirty.
line
Borderline
is
dirty.
very fickle.
Well, why don't we just end it there?
Randy, I wouldn't let
Electric
him speak too much longer.
No, electric score.
You're digging a big ditch for yourself.
I appreciate you coming on, Bob. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Love to have you on
I look
again.
forward to coming back.
Yeah, thank
Bobby,
you.
thank you
Big
so
round of
much.
applause. Bobby Webster, everybody.
Congratulations.
Hey. Thank you. Bob,
Do I get to spin the wheel?
you want to shoot? Shoot and spin.
All right, what are we doing?
You got to shoot first, and then if you make it, you
There
get
we go. Make the shot.
spin.
Oh.
There we go.
There we go. All right, come on, Bobby, you got this.
Get me on the air.
Just stick on the.
Hold on.
Stick on. There we go. There it is.
There we go.
Hey!
All right, what am I spinning for?
Spin. Anything.
All right, here we go. What do we got? What do we got?
If he gets 2 tickets,
Oh!
where's the ball?
Who gets the
No.
ball?
Can I throw the ball into the crowd?
No, that's the ball to shoot. No, that's our ball to shoot. Thanks, Bob.
I'm good.
All right. Our fan of the night.
My first appearance. Good shot.
Okay.
You know,
Did you have fun?
I do not want them.
It was great, right? I think are we still on the air?
Yeah, we're still on
Hold
the
on,
air.
I got to go back to work. Sorry.
Final impressions of the game, guys. Go.
Final impressions of the game. Very positive night. Very gritty effort. I thought the defense was great, and a lot to build on. I just think just a lot of positivity. It was just a fun night. I thought the crowd was engaged. It was terrific.
Yeah.
And again, just a lot to build on.
Over a regular season schedule, you're going to have to find different ways to win. They found a way to win when their offense wasn't clicking the way they'd like it to be.
Yeah.
That's a good sign to me. So it's a positive night.
Okay, the final thing we're going to do, we're going to have a fan of the night every show. And so everybody that's in the bar that wanted to be on the show put their name in the hat or in this cup here. So I'm going to draw the fan of the night for tonight. They're going to come up and shoot and spin and try to win a prize. Katrina in the house. Hey, Katrina, come on up here. Come on up here. You all right? Help her. Get in here. How are you?
Thank you.
You're
Good.
welcome. That's what I do. I just open up the. You can use that. Say hi to the guys. Can I use
How
the
are you doing?
mic?
All right?
Meet you.
Good to see you.
Good.
How you
You
doing?
too, you too.
Do you have a quick question for them?
Yes. All right. Which of the newest players do you think will make the biggest impact this season?
Newest players.
Yes.
Wow. Well, obviously Schroeder, because he's going to play a lot of minutes. I think the other guy to keep an eye on is McDaniels. I think that he can shoot the ball from 3. I think that's a need that they have. I think that could, and I think he has good versatility defensively. I mean, Otto Porter, I don't know if you would consider him a new player, but he would be a guy that didn't really play a lot last year. Maybe he contributes a lot, but I would say I would probably put Schroeder and McDaniels.
Yeah, I'd say Dennis Schroeder as well. I mean, just for the volume of opportunities it's going to have to impact games.
Yeah.
So I would go with Dennis Schroeder as well.
Yeah. What about Grady Dick?
He's going to have his moments.
Yeah.
He's going to have his moments, and he's going to show that he's more than just a shooter.
All right. Well, speaking of moments, it's your moment right now.
All right.
All right. You ready to shoot?
Here we go.
We'll try. We'll
Okay.
try.
Put
You
that
got it.
down.
You
Set
baller.
up. Should I do the
I'll
Bob
try.
Bob Barker? Mark?
It's all right. Here we go.
Hey, Katrina, here. A little bounce pass for you. Oh, ball's a little dead. You get 2 chances to score
All right,
first.
let's go.
All right.
2 chances to score, and then you spin for a prize.
Let's go.
Oh, almost. We'll go again.
All right.
Just aim a little to the right.
Here we go.
Oh, closer,
One more.
closer. One more to the right.
Stay
I
on
said
the
2
edge so she
chances. I
makes-
meant 3. I'm not sure what I'm doing here.
Yeah!
All right.
All right.
Spin it
Spin
up.
the wheel.
Let's see what
Spin
you
the
got.
wheel.
Spin it up. Where's it gonna stop?
All right. Here we go.
Come on. 2
see.
tickets.
Yeti cup.
Yeti
That's
cup.
not bad.
Yeti
All right,
cup, all
Yeti
right.
cup's not
I like
bad.
Yeti cups.
We got a little Yeti
got
cup
a
coming in.
Ramsey Yeti cup. All right.
Producer Chris is
Guys.
going to give you a Yeti cup.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Jack will sign it after the show.
Oh, really?
Sherm too.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
Congratulations.
Bobby if he's still here, but probably not.
Thanks so much.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Here, let me
Thank
get this
you.
for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, this is after you.
Thank you.
Randy,
All
you like the
Ryan, we got to
what's
get
going on here?
final hand for Katrina. Thank you,
All
Katrina.
right, great job, Katrina.
Thank you. All right, let's wrap it up. Let's stop the show there. Thanks for doing this, guys. I appreciate you coming on as well. Always, we're going to do this every night after a Raptors home game, of course. Next game for the Raptors is Friday on the road against the Chicago Bulls. Tip-off goes at 8 p.m. Eastern. Raptors Tonight will live stream to YouTube about half an hour after the final buzzer. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.